Naga People's Front Central Executive Council pra September 6 te NPF Central Hall Koima de ekta meeting loise. Itu session ke NPF Senior Vice President Blesse Ayung pra chair kurikina Indo-Naga Ceasefire 1964 ke commemorate kurikina 61st anniversary ke manishe. Itu logote political aro organizational mamla ke bi address kurise. Itu program ke shuru kurina Padma Shri Sano Vamuzo Advisor CWW pra Naga Manu aro party nimite ekta dedicatory prayer kurise. NPF leaders khan pra taikhan laga address te choita key highlights dishe. Addresses khan do hile Hapa Taitong President NPF Arunachal Unit Awangbo Nyumai MLA aro President Manipur State Unit aro speech to Kuzoluzo Azuninu MLA aro leader NPF LP khan pra dishe. NPF President Apong Pongonar pra presidential address dishe. Idu pichede ekta business session ke achumbrimo kikon MLA aro Secretary General NPF pra chair kurise. Aibi detail pra sailo.
We are gathered here to deliberate and adopt several resolutions and strengthen the Naga People's Front APF at both the grassroots and the central levels. As you are aware, the NPF established in the year 1963 is the first regional political party dedicated to the preserving and promoting the Naga identity while advancing the social, cultural and political aspirations of the Naga peoples as envisioned by our founders and enshrined in our party constitution. For 62 years, through challenges and transformations, including changes of nomenclature to reflect the needs of the times, the NPF has remained steadfast. It is the only political party bearing the name Naga people, tirelessly working for the security and welfare of the Nagas and other tribal communities and indigenous peoples in the region. I would like to highlight the key points in initiative to strengthen our party in all neighbors. Commitment to Naga rights. Since the inception, the NPF has played a pivotal role of safeguarding the rights of the Naga peoples and indigenous communities of Northeast India. The party has consistently risen to defend our political and historical rights untethered by challenges. The current leadership remains committed to this legacy and will continue to pursue the vision of our founders. I express gratitude to all NPF state units, division for their unwavering support and urge them to remain steadfast in any circumstances. Naga political issue. The NPF remains deeply committed to advocating for an honorable, acceptable and inclusive solution to the protracted Naga political issues, which is central to our political ideology. We call upon all sections of Naga society in unity and work collaboratively for the betterment of the future generations. It is worth mentioning that in the first general election in the state of Nagaland, Naga People's Front, then known as Democratic Party of Nagaland, DPA, won 12 seats, which the cock symbol, with the cock symbol. The 12 elected members, along with the team, worked tirelessly to bring the Naga national workers in the negotiating table. After a lot of efforts, and ceasefire was signed between Government of India and NLTV, which came into effect on the 6th April, that is today, September, about more than 60 years ago. After signing formally declaring the ceasefire, the 12 members of TPM decided to resign, and accordingly they resigned and blocked with a view to pave the way for political negotiations and honorable resolution of Naga political issue. Then, in 1998, when the Naga civil societies called for abstention, the MPF abstained and did not participate in the assembly election. This is how our party has sacrificed for the Nagas. Reuniting former members. Please listen carefully. To strengthen the party, the central office bearers in their meeting on the 12th February 2025, resolution number 2, passed a resolution inviting former MPF members to reconsider their decision in rejoining the party. Today, I fervently appeal to all the former comrades, particularly Takanipi Ryu, the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, to return to the MPF fold. Takanipi Ryu contribution from his early involvement in 1970 with the United Democratic Front to leading the party to victory in 2003 and serving as Chief Minister from 2003 to 2014 have been monumental. His return oath significantly bolstered the party efforts to assert our political and historical rights and uphold our shared vision. Friends, I want to tell you, last but not the least, most important, leadership transition. Leadership transition. In the event of Dr. DP's willingness to rejoin the Naga People's Front, I, Uphold Commander, President MPF, hereby offer to resign from the presidency to give back way for Dr. DP to lead the party and steer the party forward. I keep that commitment in front of all of you today for the sake of for the survival of our party. Future aspiration. I wish all esteemed CUC members a bright and prosperous future. Let us continue to work collectively to strengthen the MPF and secure the aspiration of our people. Long live MPF Kongalek.
I, on behalf of the Manipur State Unit NPF, highly appreciate our three leaders, our President, leader of Legislature Party, and SG, for their tireless effort, along with the COB members, for strengthening our party, which we are about to witness the result in near future. We endorse our full support to the central leaders, the COB, under the president leadership of our President, Mr. Pomponier. We know that we are about to witness the biggest political development in the history of Naga People's Front since its inception. And this is also the desire of the entire Naga, not only the NPF supporters, but the entire Nagas across the world. Every Nagas by blood want NPF to be strong, united, and lead the Naga people. And it was the unseen hand of God, I believe, that what people think it is impossible, what people are talking about NPF, that it is a sinking ship, is about to surface once again as one of the strongest political power in these regions. And I appeal to all the CC members to give fullest cooperation to our three leaders who have taken this journey so far. I once again reiterate our support and stand on behalf of the MSU Manipur that will be fully behind our leaders in all their endeavor to strengthen the party today and in near future. NPF have brought Nagas together. The CSOs have brought Nagas together at certain levels. But NPF have brought Nagas together, including all walks of life. There's no class in NPF. If you talk about Naga, civil organizations, students cover only students, youths cover only youths, the elderly forum cover only elderly people. But NPF, from the youngest to the oldest, brings Naga together under one platform, under one vision, under one principle. Today, I especially wanted to appreciate our leaders who is leading the COB, the entire NPF in all the three districts, that if our leaders have been a weak leader, we would not have come together in this manner to discuss about our future endeavor. They would have sinned, they would have collapsed. But because of the strong principle, because of the clarity in politics, because of the vision for the Naga future, they have brought this situation and which we are about to witness a biggest political surprise in the entire country. I once again would like to congratulate beforehand to our three leaders and the rest of the COB members. We all know that after the NPF have been introduced in Manipur, we have gone through so many challenges in our own state. This party was one of the most unwanted party in the state. We have our memory still fresh when our former leaders, who are about to lead us again, tried to launch this party in the state of Manipur. The strongest resistance ever that ever the country have witnessed in the political history have been seen. And this will go down in the history of NPF forever. But today, the mindset of the people is different. As we are assigned, we did what we have to do. People who have hated have now full trust on us. Because we stand on our principle and we don't waver. We have gone through a very strong undercurrent political waves, which could have swept away and finished our party. At one time, when there was a downfall in our central office, a lot of political parties tried to take advantage of us in the state of Manipur. But with our commitment and our principle, we have decided that we will uphold our principle, and we did it, and we continue to do so. I once again congratulate our leaders and central COB members and all the CC members for the miracle that you are about to perform. One thing, before I conclude, I would like to mention a few things. There are many political propagandas everywhere about the NPF, about the Naga people. And there are also forces who try to classify the Nagas of Nagaland, Nagas of Arunachal, or Nagas of Manipur. Let us not forget that Nagas are divided only about few decades ago in terms of administration. But some Naga people are made to think that some are second-class Nagas, that some are duplicate Nagas, that some are Kacha Nagas. This is the only platform to carry all these wrong propagandas which try to divide the Nagas.
We give all glory and thanks to God Almighty for enabling us to have a CC meeting today. I will be failing on my part if I don't congratulate the program committee for giving time to Uncle Lam Kaba, Senior Vice President, to give a brief outline of Naga political issue and history. I want to remind our friends, if you are true Naga blood, and if you are a true regionalist, we have to know Naga history. At least NPF. I wouldn't recommend that for any other party. No, it's up to them. Why I'm saying this? Because NPF is more or less the guardian of Naga political issue. And among all parties also, we champion the cause of Naga political issue. That's why we are remembered. That's why we have our roots. If it is not for this, we'll be like any other political party, useless. A time will come, we'll be famous, time will come, we'll fade away. But NPF cannot fade away. Even though we may have only 2 MLAs, or even though we may not have even 1 MLA, this party will continue to live on with Naga blood because of this political history. That's why it's very important for us to know. And I want to thank once again Uncle Nam Kaba for his brief outline and reminding us of the Naga political history at this very important juncture and program. Now, my dear friends, today when I came to office, I saw everybody smiling. Behind that smile, there must be some reason, isn't there? Good reason behind it. The process for bringing 2 regional parties together has started from this day. And how it happened, why it happened, it's because of divine intervention. But behind that divine intervention, there has to be some people who has to be busy for this. For which we thank our President, our Secretary General, Party Rank and File, including the NDPP also, for having several rounds of talks. And so, therefore, the process is on. But mind you, behind that also, there is one man behind. If he doesn't say yes, it will never happen. And that's our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Rio, who is a pure regionalist, who has a soft corner, soft-heartedness for this party, because this party belongs to him. This is his original home. Last year, before the assembly, I asked for an appointment. He gave us an appointment. Out of the 23 MLAs, only 19 of us could attend. That was 2nd September 2024. 19 of us attended. We discussed on many issues. And his last words were shocking. He said, as far as Naga context is concerned, no political party has its relevancy on on Naga political issue, except NPF. He said that. He didn't even mention his own party. So after we left, 5-6 MLAs get up, they surrounded me. Hey, एक बार क्यों हाँ Chief Minister आपने क्या कथा जा सकता कौन नाम जानते भी अरे क्या कथा चलो एक बार भी उठाने पड़ा अजी टाइम को तो अभी भी शौक लग गया सुनो इतना लगा शौक करना हमारे था कि तो then what he spoke in Uncle Bamazo that anniversary, I'm so sorry I could not attend because of my engagement. I have already apologized to Madam Nasano. He called me 2-3 times. I told him I could not come, I'm so sorry. And Rio was very angry with me because of not attending that. Our late leader, Bamazo's that anniversary. He scolded me in the face. You are the senior most among all the MPF. Why didn't you attend all? He scolded me like that. I said, sir, I'm so sorry. But I have my own private engagement. There also I stated, regional parties must come together. He stated like that. He gave a clear call, it seems. Therefore, if anything happens, it's because of God Almighty and the leader who has taken the initiative too. So we thank him, we thank all the party rank and file, both NPP, NTF and NTPP, including all the legislators, because if the legislators don't agree, it never happened. So the NTPP gave out a press statement yesterday. It's very clear. They didn't disagree. They agreed to everything. The one thing they said that there is a process and the parties we have to take a call. Before we take a call, all the speculations should be laid to rest. See, they gave a very diplomatic press release. Today, we also must be very diplomatic. Our utterances we should be very careful with our utterances. Because a slight spark may become a burning issue, and we'll have both ego problem, and it might come to a stalemate or it may never happen. And so therefore, you party rank and file, all of us, that includes me, we should be careful of our utterances, our behavior, our attitude. We should totally avoid provocative statements, especially. Why this is happening? I'm happy Abongo has mentioned it. It is the desire of all the Nagas that Naga should have only one single regional party. In a small state like us, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, 2 regional parties cannot survive. It's very difficult. And yesterday we saw the press statement of the BJP. They want to go along, they want to have a friendly contest, which is a very good sign, healthy politics. We thank them. So now the need of the hour is to strengthen the regional parties. And so therefore, we are on the process. During that process, we should be extraordinarily careful. I made to understand that the NDPP also will be having their CEB meeting on Monday, which is very welcoming. Now, from today onwards, all our defenses, all that sidelining part of each other should be buried today. Let us not recollect the bitter past and hamper a perfect future ahead of us. Let us not try to backbite. Let us not take names. I'm happy people have started taking my name, saying that, thank you, that I be 43 by age. Thank you. There is a wake-up call for me. And with that 43, I cannot win. I'm not a politician. And I can see in my days of politics, 5 terms, winning with 2 big margin also you can lose. With 7,000 margin also, you can lose also. So it's not a big issue. From today, such things should not happen in our party. My dear friends, our future and our destiny is designed by God alone, not human being. Better or worse, He designs it. We are nobody, but we accept it. But all this will happen if we have the patience, tolerance, and endurance. With these 3 qualities, we'll go very far ahead. But your pride, your ego, your sidelining, picking names, trying to create an enemy, you'll hardly last 1 term. I've seen many MLAs who came to the house very proud, blah, blah, blah. They became, by chance, MLAs. Only 1 term in the economy. Look at Rio. Look at TR. What people may say, look at Kaito. They've lasted this long because they had the patience, tolerance, endurance. They didn't have pride and ego in them. The Bible tells us very clearly, I will bring down the proud, but uplift the humble. If you are humble, you'll be elected again and again and again. If your pride gets the better of you, 1 term and that's finished. Your life is finished. Now, today, I want to request the resolution committee. We should be very diplomatic. Our resolution should be very simple. In the simplest, most diplomatic manner, we should draft it. We should not put any demand. We should not put any condition. And as I stated, we should not put any provocative statements. Because if we start demanding, what they'll think? We should know our own size now. Where we are. We are only 2 MLAs. We are beggars. And beggars cannot be choosers. We know that very well. So no demand, no condition, but just welcoming the very thoughtful wisdom of the leader and the party, that the desire of the Nagas is to have 1 political party. We welcome that. That sort of language. Don't put my language, you put your own language, more diplomatic manner. But in this manner, if we go, we will see a bright future. But if we start demanding, he has to be in that post, he has to be like that, he has to be different like that, then before the cook is going to cook, it will be burnt. Thank you.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.